Good evening and welcome to tonight's MX5 UK Sim Racing League from Oran Park. Tonight is the third round of the season and we're at Oran Park, the Great Australian Circuit, where we'll be seeing hopefully brilliant action like we did last week. Last weekend we saw a brilliant five-way battle between the top five going into what was the last closing laps, where unfortunately Alex Williams doesn't get away with it, and as he was drifting across the track now we see him drifting over the win in that race. It was a fantastic race. He did extremely well and got 8 seconds gap towards the end. However, the battle did not stop between second place to fifth place, as we saw Ollie Pimley narrowly get second place going across the line, and Andrew Jones coming in third. I'll get a quick look at this championship, if we bring it up on the screen now. As you saw, Alex Williams was in first place with 32 points. Murray Luca was in second place with 29 points. Ollie Pimley is also joint in second place with 29 points. Andrew Jones is in fourth place with 26 points. In fifth is Johnny Scott with 22 points. Stephen Hilton is tied on 22 points in sixth as well. Bevan Thompson is in 21 points. James Cursop is at 21 points as well in 8th place. James Parfitt is in 9th place with 19 points. He claims this isn't real and isn't not existent for him, but you know, that's what James does. And Ricky Pink is in 10th place with 18 points. Tonight we're joined by the very own Dean Biggles from last weekend, doing his sales Dean now.
Yeah, mate, g'day. Oh, I thought you were going to introduce me as a Thunder from Down Under. Well, that's the track, isn't it?
No, you didn't know what the track was, though. So.
I did not know what the track was. And I'm a bloody Australian. But, yeah, well, it's because it's down in New South Wales, mate. And I'm a Queenslander, so we're up a little bit more of the sunshine.
Is that your excuse to be sticking to it?
I hope you guys bring some sunburn lotion, some tan lotion, because I've seen that how white you British are, and you come down to Australia, mate, you turn into red lobsters pretty quickly.
Oh, the last week we're like that here.
You get barbecued.
We were trying to be like you last week, last Monday, Tuesday, with the same 38-degree temperatures, and that was a joyful experience for us all. We learned how it was. We learned the hard way.
This will be the only time you guys are in, well, maybe in the future now, but you come down and you're like, well, it's probably even cooler in Australia right now than it is in the UK as we get ready for our qualifying session.
Yeah, as you see Joey Scott being the first out there, going around in that brilliant car. We see him taking a
Mazda,
very strange line. It's a brilliant Mazda, yes. He's taking a very strange line into turn 2 there with a bit of wiggling.
Getting some temperature in the tyres.
At the start of the lap.
Yeah, you want to go on board and give us a hot lap around this track that I didn't even know? I do know the beers that they're sponsoring.
Yeah, you found the beer, and then you found from the beer that it was an Aussie track.
Yeah, I was like, I've never seen that before in the UK. So, that's the great Australian sunset there, mate, that we have down under. And usually have a bit of a red haze into that as well, too, because it depends if you have a little bit of the dust that kicks up in the air from the outback.
That is possibly one of the worst corners to have a sunset at as well, because it's a blind uphill left-hander, which is obviously not very good for anybody taking that turn.
And burns you, mate, in Australia. Certainly at the moment won't be burning you too much, and that's burning this driver trying to even get warming it up already. Couldn't get one around the corner there.
As we see someone else do it as well.
That's James.
That was James, yes. We can see James spin. He wants us to watch him so we can see him spin. He likes it.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't get much time inside the car, mate, these days.
Yeah, we set him loose once a week.
Too busy casting and not enough driving, and then got to take care of kids.
We set him loose once a week, and he sometimes thrills us, mostly by defending, and then sometimes scares us, mostly by defending.
Yeah, I was scared, mate, when I picked him up from the airport and said, do you want to drive to the track? He's like, okay. And I'm like, I closed my eyes the whole time.
I can't blame you, it's safer that way.
Yep, I hope you enjoyed your Vegemite, mate. It's a requirement when you come into Australia. Go to immigration, they'll give you a little bit of a little container of Vegemite. You'll have to eat it.
I've heard it's Vegemite and a long neck beer. So.
Yeah, exactly.
BB long necks, get yours. But as soon as you walk in the country,
Otherwise, they'll give you a non-alcoholic beer. It'd still be a beer.
At that age, you know what difference anyway, so you're okay.
Better than Marmite, mate. Did you guys have the fake Vegemite?
Yes, we do. I don't have it very often.
Mate, where I am here in the Americas and in Panama, of course, I can't get Vegemite at all. I have to order it from the States, the closest. So, hey, if they sell Marmite on the shelf, I'd take that in a heartbeat as something. As the time
close enough.
Still not set. Alex has set the quickest time so far.
Yeah, Alex is always fast. He's extremely fast on here because James Parfitt going third. A second behind Kerstop currently. As we see Murray Luke actually go first as well. Murray showing Alex Williams how it's done.
Muzza! Alright, if you're in Australia, guys, we give you nicknames. Murray's Muzza. Alex, this is Alex, I guess. We don't have a nickname for that. James, both Jameses there. Thomas, Tommy. Jommy's Jommy, I guess. Darren would be Dazza. Bevan would be Bezza. Sean would be Sean. Steve would be
Steve-O.
Steve-O, yeah. Dave, that's it. David, Dave, and Ollie. So there you go.
I've noticed a theme with your naming scheme there.
It takes two, yeah, mate. We're lazy in Australia. We shorten everything up because
yeah, I get called mate, or they put Ezra at the end.
Yeah. Go, Krishop. Kishi. Krishop. That's James. Yeah, that's the other James.
Yes. The
there's
better
a quick
James
and there's a slow James.
Yes.
Don't tell James. He's probably listening.
That's what the end of the race here. If he's listening, we can bring him in for an interview and we can play back what happened. So.
Yeah, consistent replays. We'll do it in slow motion.
It's nice to see that the marriage is still going strong there with the curse up as well. Was you forgiven for last week then? First week forgiven now. We're going to the. He did well last week if I recall correctly. He got, I think, 6th place. I think it was. If I was correct.
It was only 6 cars, so yeah.
Well, there was 15, I think it was last week.
There's a big fire button on the dashboard you can see. That's basically just to get out, eject the car and get out. That's what I'd be doing right now if I was riding shotgun with James. Woohoo, the other James.
He was good last week, we believed in him and he did well for us.
That's over the bridge there, so if you really do want to cut your times down, guys, jump that little fence on the figure 8 part, and you get it. And you, as soon as you come back on the track, bang, you've done it. I guarantee you'll get about a 45-second lap time around here. But no, it doesn't catch you out. You see, iRacing hasn't caught on to that trick.
We should try and investigate it.
We shall see. With 40 minutes of qualifying, but actually 4 minutes of qualifying remaining.
But there's 2 laps per person, so once you do 2 laps, you're out of luck. Yes, lone qualifying, 2 laps per person. Once you finish your laps, you have to either get practicing, if your name's James, or you have to sit waiting for us to finish, which is going to be hopefully soon. As we see currently Stephen Hilton going around turn 3, going up towards the bridge. He didn't skip it this time. He didn't listen to your advice clearly.
It's not Australian, mate. Doesn't know all the tricks in the outback. We are kind of the outback here. It's the outskirts of Sydney.
There's no buildings around, so I believe it is part of Australia.
Yeah. They all got burned down, mate. The fires we have, unfortunately, all the time in Australia. It's probably the situation. But hey, you guys are now experiencing a typical Australian winter. So, yep, get used to the heat. And his mirrors flapping around tooth and nail at the moment, well. So he's busted that.
I wonder what happened in lap 1 to cause the mirror to be unhappy.
I'll slap on this wall right here, I would say.
Yeah, it's very hard to not understand that.
I don't even bother with the advertising there, mate, because it gets scraped away all the time.
Maybe Triple X could only... Quadruple X, sorry. Could only...
Quadruple, yeah. Hey.
Maybe they could only afford the one board.
Yeah. It's not a bad beer, but there's a lot better beers in Australia than that. The 4X.
I don't think you have Australian beers because they're good beers. You have them because they're Australian beers.
They are heavy, mate. I'm in the Americas drinking American beers all the time, all the local Panamanian beers and stuff like that. I'm like, you know, I don't feel like I'm about to drop a child in my belly. Go back to Australia with how heavy the beers are. Like, I just feel like, literally I'm pregnant after about 6 of them. I'm like, whoa. Same with your British beers as well too. They're pretty heavy. Qualifying's over.
Yes, can we confirm we won?
Hope that bridge can support those cars.
If not, I think that's a very...
Looking like it needs a new weld job. There it is there.
Is it warm?
So now it's a warm-up. Not like they just didn't have 30 minutes of warm-up, but we get a little bit more warm-up. Good as gold, mate.
Going out.
4x gold. Come up to Queensland. We got a few tracks up there. And a bit of drifting going on at the moment. Not here in Tokyo, but here in Australia. Alex forgot to take his groceries when he went to the shopping centre the other day out of the back of that car, mate. The boot of that car, because he's tail heavy big time.
That was
into the fence.
Unique way of drifting around the corner. We did see him in practice. He spent the last 5 or so minutes just doing drifting. It was quite enjoyable to watch. I think he's currently stuck in the wall. If I wasn't to know better.
You can't see the tyres spinning up there. No, he's going to just take the cheat code and go back to the pit lane. Yeah. I call it a cheat code. Calling you out, iRacing. There's another spinner.
That's another spinner.
No,
it's good to get it all out. It's good to get it all out in the actual warm-up and not get it out in the race. That's usually the advised way to do it.
You try the Formula 1 game, mate. If you bin it on the formation lap, then it'll put you back on the grid, but you'll have cold tyres. If you bin it during qualifying, you're out of qualifying. And that's a game. This is a simulator.
I don't have the formation lap on because I don't trust myself with the formation lap.
It towards the end it lines up everybody artificially, but it does it at the start because it is crucial to get tyre temperature up, especially in a Formula 1 car. Not so much in these cars.
I do like this camera angle. It's a great camera angle on the bonnet.
So there's a Galaxy livery.
It's usually livery while we're here. That's what James is. James has got his usual. Is that brownish coloured?
Pretty sure. It's a pinkish brown. You'd have to probably. Yeah. Ooh, he's gonna give us a good look at it as he flips it around.
That was a nice tour of the car.
It's like a catwalk. That's he did a little turn on the catwalk.
I believe the sun is catching you out in that corner, so you're gonna see a lot of easy people trying not to pass each other into that corner with how the sun is just blinding you.
We got fans of this man out there. So what do you guys know? His livery.
Yes, H-Stas, can you inform us of the colour choices?
Yeah. It's going to be difficult too on that really orange Australian sunset as well, because it's going to throw a little bit of your mind tricks to the colour.
I want to see if Alex is still doing his drifting. It's supposed to be grey. Okay. Wow. Maybe it's just the orange tint from the sun making it look less grey. Yeah, that could be true. It's not quite an Iron Brew livery though, is it? It's not quite speeding around a track.
I was just thinking at the moment there for a second, well, I grabbed a drink, was the, you guys remember the that internet meme a few years back there when that lady posted the dress and asked what colour it was? And half the people were saying it was this colour, half the people were saying it was another colour.
Yeah, it was black and gold. And
yeah, black and gold, yeah. Something like that.
Maybe the sun was the one making that one, or awkward as well.
Yeah, by the way, just for your local science knowledge, it's not actually a sunset. It's called the Earth rotating away from the sun. So there you have it. There's James. Car volume's low, guys. To fix that one up, please. Somebody goes playing into a fence. You'll get that one sorted there, won't you, mate? I hope so.
Yeah, I'm excited now. I'm going to go quickly to a different screen. I'm excited.
Yeah, you have to go on board of a driveway there and see how loud it is. That's usually when you're going to hear the loudest sounds.
Yes, it has to.
And these cars are loud.
When I do my racing, I don't like to be deafened by it, so be careful of it. And then there we go. It should be louder for you all now. If you may confirm, James.
Well, you got to get off the screen you've just gone to. Here we go. We're back. There. Yes. Sorry, I'm delayed. Twitch.
I think it's the Aussie got you delayed. All the long necks getting to you.
It's because we're streaming it to the UK, mate, so we've got to go all the way on that cable. See if you can jump on board to one of the drivers. You just did, actually. I'm not getting that same camera angle you're getting.
That's an interesting line.
Oh, wow. And did you see that lady didn't even move? Yeah, bold and brave in Australia, mate.
True Australian response.
She's like, these things behind the fence here will kill me rather than that car.
Right,
You want to go through those results for our qualifying, please? No.
So first we got Alex Williams. In second place we got Murray Luca. In third place we got Ollie Pimley. In fourth place we have Joey Scott with a 1 second gap. In Bevan is in fifth place, Bevan Thompson. James Kersop in sixth place. Stephen Hilton in seventh place. James Parfitt in eighth place. Darren Sharples is there in ninth. And Sean Clark is in 10th. 11th place we've got Dave Noonan. 12th place we've got Thomas Barsack. And we're going to go live, so let's quickly change to the red cameras. As you see here.
Yep, those red lights are going to go off into the
and
deserts.
That's somebody
of the
not starting.
Somebody's paused it off the line, exactly. Didn't quite get it into
Ollie
gear.
Pimley, I believe.
Yep, it's 6th gear you start in Australia, mate. You work your way down to first, so it's upside down, remember? Let's go. Alex in the lead from Murray. Yummi's gained 1 place, and James, the fan favourite out there, James Kershop has gained 2.
As James Parfitt goes for a nice little cut of the grass. And the camera's all confused on where he is.
Lay off the grass, Mr. James.
Well, he's not going to want to talk about that one. He can get back into the race, hopefully. As he goes to Bevan Thompson, he's been chased down by Stephen Hilton. As we see going into...
You're right.
Going into lap 1, we see Sean Clark in 2 positions. Ollie Pimley's, unfortunately, with his bad start, lost 6 places. But that does mean the fan favourite James Kersop is at the 4th place currently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got the fan boost, mate. It does help.
Yes.
They're
probably all too busy thinking what his car is. Trying to figure out the colour scheme.
Well, you're going to see it parked in, perhaps, the top 3 here this evening. You can keep this work up. Oh, massive accident.
Massive crash behind there.
Who was that?
That was Bevan Thompson, Stephen Hilton.
Yeah.
On that crash.
That will not buff out.
Both going back onto the track. James has got to 9th now, so he's going to claim his sole victory on his side. So you see going into turn 1 here, we got Sean Clark and Dave Noonan side by side. Sean Clark being very careful there to not take anybody out.
Take out that sweeping corner.
As we see another car off wide there, Darren Sharple's gone wide. See, the issue with this track is it's a very technical track. Every corner is extremely measured. You can run too wide. If you run too wide, you start spinning the car, and then you look like you're cutting the grass instead of actually going around the circuit. Which
that's because, mate, we're tough in Australia, right? We're not going to give you any of those easy tracks like they have in the UK. You gotta earn your paycheck as a race driver in Australia. As I do get through the technical part of the track, which is obviously underneath the bridge there, Sector 2, Sector 3. And then you get your typical British easy sectors coming up. Sorry, I'm picking on. There's great tracks in the UK.
Is that like last week wasn't Knockhill one of the hardest tracks to drive?
True.
So we do see Yomi and Murray quite close together going into turn 1. Alex setting the fastest lap. Still within reach of Murray and Yomi, which is always good for the first place competition.
Yeah, for sure. And then you got Mr. Kershop down the road there. That's James. He's got the fan club. But as I said, don't count him out. He can drive off to the very side there and pick up the fan boost to get another 20 kilowatts. Wait, hang on. That's Formula E. Wrong sport. He'll pick up a 4X gold if you want.
Yeah.
So, mate, 31 minutes.
Maybe the Iron Brew jump out of Alex's car and he can put it by.
Oh, that sun is really in your eyes now, isn't it? Oh, that's going to make it hard to spot your braking point.
Yeah, especially going into this corner here where you're just facing the sun. You're just staring straight at the sun. There are some famous songs about not staring at the sun, but
yeah,
unfortunately, you must not have considered racing for one of them songs.
It's like Phillip Island as well, mate. Like, there's another great track in Australia. That's you can really get that sun right in your eyes. As everybody gets really close to the wall. You know, we say, be very kind to that wall, mate. Buy it dinner if you have to. Take it out for a nice romantic cruise Don't get too close. Not just yet.
See Jomi getting very close to Murray there as well.
She will slap you if you try any moves too quickly. There you go.
Good circle. Well done. So you see here, Murray defending.
Gotta be kind to the ladies, mate. The ladies in the AKA other wall here.
As we do see here, James has got back to 7th place. He's going pretty well. He's up 1 position now. Which means, in theory, he can forget about the whole start of the race, and he's going to probably do that for us as well.
It's the stripes, you're right, out there in the chat. Good on you. Yep, stripes, mate. Racing stripes. That's what they call them, racing stripes.
It is the only car on the track with racing stripes. It's in 4th place.
Classic.
It's there.
Classic driver. Right there. And there's actually, believe it or not, NRMA Insurance there advertising around that corner. And in Australia, that'll be an insurance company going to require if you put that car into the wall or over the wall. So I hope you signed those forms before you started driving, because look at this. Murray just ahead there of Yomi. If I'm getting that one right, it's the 27 car right tucked up on his gearbox. Looking at all that fantastic livery there, wondering that did you steal those from the James Webb telescope there for your livery?
If we get a chopper cam, we can see what they have really got the galaxy in mind there. No wonder Jomi is struggling getting past. You can't pass a galaxy.
He should be real. He can't, mate. He's probably realizing, you know how long it takes, even at the speed of light, to get close to me from on the other side of the universe. Come back in about a bazillion, trillion, quadrillion years, and then we'll talk turkey. But at the moment, running wide in the grass, definitely going to compromise his exit speed a little bit. Goes through the S's, so not too bad place to lose a bit of time. And now the main straight coming up. This is where you're going to get a good exit here, and this could be a past opportunity.
Yomi seems to be consistently getting good exits from that corner there. He's getting close to him towards the end of the straight. Unfortunately, he's not gone for the send yet, but I think they're going to stay somewhat close to Alex, so maybe he's just following him.
Yeah. It's a fast first corner here, and then a slow down. So it's not like if you fully send it there, you're going to really compromise that next corner here. This is where you want to be getting that place as you go underneath the figure eight, because you've got a sharp right-hand corner coming up here. The technical part that you said, a little bit of a straight, and then even more of a kink. And look at that. So this is where it can make and break his time difference. Still not letting Alex run away up the road there. Alex Williams leading it by now, see, just about a second.
We did see Alex slightly walk up going into turn 3 there, so proving that even the pros make up mistakes going into technical areas.
It must be the cars in iRacing, because you can see the lockups in these Mazdas, but you can't really see it in all the class of cars across iRacing. Look at the exit speed. He had to brake. See how much earlier he had to brake there?
Yeah, he got a good exit though here. He's much closer than he was last lap.
Absolutely. This could be an opportunity here. Once again, you're about halfway down the main straightaway, and no, a fully send here and a fast left turn. Once again, it's going to compromise your next corner coming up
Murray
here
does
now.
Seem a little bit more confident going into turn 1 than Yomi does. Yomi falls back quite a bit. He has to learn to stay on the throttle going into turn 1 and then try and send it to the inside.
It's a difficult track to overtake, mate, because it's probably overtaking opportunities will be around here or the next corner.
Was that a wonderful lock up there from Alex?
Yep.
He's feeling the pressure.
Was.
Murray staying nearby.
Another lock up there from the leader a little bit. It's not compromising the speed too much.
He's got some drift left in him.
And there's a spread now again, so it's pretty equal between them. And they're starting to pull away there from Mr. James Kershaw. Or out there, fan club. He needs a bit of a fan boost. So, guys, just to elaborate, you can elaborate with his dad, Tyler. Pit stops required? Yay or nay?
Pit stops are not required, no. And there are 2 flash repairs.
Is there enough fuel to go all the way to the end from the start?
Yes, there will be.
Okay. Even at those crazy expensive Australian prices?
Well, I imagine if it was able to do it at not kill, it'd be fine here. Because it's not much better in the UK currently as well.
You pay a little bit less. I think we get ripped off everything in Australia.
Almost 2 per litre now, yeah. It's getting close to 2 per litre. It was 186 today. That was made the morning a lot harder.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. My car's been powered by nuclear for the last 10 years, so I haven't even had to fill it up ever.
The Panama lifestyle.
That's so. I bring it over from Australia, mate, because we mine uranium, so it's easy for me to get that from my local bloke. Bob's his name. Sells me about a gram of uranium. I slapped that at the back of my car, and boom, done.
Never have to pay for fuel again.
No, for about I think he said about 50 years I got left, so should be good. He said just don't get in a crash.
We do see here Yomi falling back a little bit now towards the leaders.
Look at the sun shining on the side of the cars there. Beautiful. Welcome to Australia, guys. We're going to barbecue after it, so make sure you stick around. I guarantee you there's about 20 or 30,000 people out there at the moment firing up some barbecues as they watch this race.
Perhaps they're using Yomi's car from when he hit the wall in the warm-up.
Very true. They're starting to pull away a little bit more of a gap too.
Murray is catching Alex at quite a fast pace though. Maybe them walk-ups starting to cost him a bit.
Catching's one thing at this track, my friend. Overtaking's another. Because where? You gotta wait for somebody to make a mistake. It's so difficult, isn't it?
Speaking of mistake, we got Ollie getting passed by James here. As you see, Ollie made a mistake going into turn 3 or 2. I believe it was 2.
Let us know the audio out there, guys, because James is driving at the moment. If you need to boost that up a little bit, he said to boost it in the Streamlabs. If you got the message there.
I did boost it a little bit at the time. I boosted it for iRacing. Unfortunately, it's already at max volume on my OBS.
Oh.
We are going to have a quick replay of Ollie's little off here. See what happened. He's going into.
Oh, I see it. There's a kangaroo that jumped across the track and he had to avoid it. Aha. He's alright. He's back on track.
Kept it safe. And then here comes James.
Bloody ruse.
With his tactical mistake earlier on. I'm in 6th place.
Gotta be in it to win it.
He is now after 10 from Ollie, who has been showing a lot of pace today. If he was an unfortunate start, he would be fighting for top 4
Ollie's
right
gonna come
now.
back now, big time. Look at this. He's putting pressure on James. Saying, come on, mate. Get on with it.
Ollie being a bit careful now after his off a second ago.
He's like, my grandmother used to drive quicker than this, James. We're picking on. You want to go on board right now, I think, with Ollie and have a look how it feels that his car is just got to be tucked up behind Mr. James. There it is, right on cue. Thank you very much for the brilliant production. He's going to climb over the bridge. You can almost put your hand up there like a roller coaster and touch those rails. I don't recommend it, of course. Look at the sun now, mate. Where is your braking point? Can you even see it?
Ollie might struggle to see it there. It's very, very dangerous.
Close your eyes and just slap the brake pedal and hope the car's going to stop in time. Where it's supposed to stop in time.
It seems that the sun has disappeared from the blind left-hander now, so that makes it a lot easier to make that corner.
True.
But yeah, going across the bridge is extremely terrifying.
Wave to the audience there. Don't hit the wall. Down the main straight. Start another lap.
If you hit the wall, you can wait to the audience for a lot longer.
It's true. Let's have a look. Going sweeping left-hand corner. Just downshift, I think, 1 gear. Just a little lift, actually, more than anything. Now you have to downshift big time. Down a second. First, actually. Back on the power. Underneath the figure 8. And you're going to go to the technical rights, and more rights.
Looks to be gaining on James currently. James getting ready to warm up his defensive arm again. What do you all think in chat? Do you think it's going to be a defensive race again, or do you think James is going to start catching towards Dave Noonan and pressure Dave Noonan?
I think he's happy he kept on the track for so long. Really picking on Jamesy this evening. I think I might be out of a job.
You might be getting
that
told
help.
off for this. Hopefully, in the interview, you can be really nice to make up for it.
I'll buy him flowers.
Just go slightly wide there out of the last corner. I mean, Ollie's very close there at the back of him.
I'll allow him to leave the country so he can head back home. How's that sound? Otherwise, I'll have to call my buddies at immigration office. He's still got his mirrors. That's good.
He's getting need him right now.
I would deliberately knock off one of the mirrors on the side that we saw earlier. And whoa, he's gone wide. Yep. I would deliberately knock off one of the mirrors. That way you can then say in your defense later that I couldn't see the car behind me because my mirror was broken. Oh, here we go. Okay, if you got external camera, I want to see this now because he's going to mount an attack, isn't it? We're talking about Ollie that we're on board with.
Let's see. James there.
And James is feeling the pressure. I hope he's not listening to us. It's going to be really hard to drive and be commentated on at the same time.
We can make it one worse and drag him into the booth as well.
Yeah. I don't think he'd be too happy with us. He wants to actually focus on this.
With how
He's
strong
driving
he's currently
good,
going.
You're picking on him, but he's driving good. He's doing a good job. We never say good things about our fellow casters. We always pick on them, but at the end of the day, they did do a good job.
With how close they are hedged, that's what it looks like we're quite close to a battle here, which is your best chance at hopefully in James's top 3. James is staying pretty there in 4th place, quite safely ahead of Dave Noonan.
Yeah, dropping, but like a Netflix subscription, unfortunately, just losing a little bit of time per lap. But once again, you've got to be in it.
He's losing Dave Noonan as well, so he's hopefully staying in somewhat safe position here. Obviously, James, as he got past it, he's gone wide.
Oh, he got past
it.
it. James made a mistake. Look at this. You're going to have to replay that over and over again in a second, I guess. But see.
We'll just have to have a nice replay of this
and
to make sure.
Evans made a mistake too as well, but have a look at this.
Tried to take the wide line. Forgot what gravel is.
Yep. Did he keep it in the right direction or was it a spin? No, he lifted. There you go.
It's a good control. Kept on the track well.
Yeah. He could have actually slammed the brakes there and gone around, but he just lifted off and let the car just slow itself down naturally. Look at this battle now. Here he is. This is Johnny Scott's maybe opportunity today can overtake because it's down the main straight. Now, once again, sweeping left coming up. I don't think you get it done here, but maybe into turn 3.
On the outside. That's brave.
Oh, but it's going to give him exit speed here coming up in a second, but no, not enough.
As you see, just go wide there, go deep.
Oh, he's got
position.
it. He's got it. So he's like, shut up, guys. We know what we're doing. We're drivers. You can have all your 4X gold up there in the casting box. We're doing all the work down here as race drivers, but he's gone off a little bit. That's going to be all that work done. Now, looking in your mirrors, 87 wants it back. 87 Murray.
Murray wants to get it back as soon as possible. He's hungry for it. You can see him closing towards it. We'll get the focus on the driver's eyes. Now he's not getting blinded by the sun at every corner.
That's true. So, no outside elements to destroy your race potentially at the moment. It's just man versus machine in harmony. In the outback of Australia. Do you reckon they're qualified to drive? I have these puns. Do you want more bad Biggles jokes?
Oh, you ask chat if you want more. That's the best way to get to it. Hey, Shash, do you want more jokes off Biggles, or have you been put through enough so far?
They've already just unfollowed and left it. They said, no, we're out. No, thank you much, guys. We're getting close at the moment. We are 892 out of 900 followers, so please follow. Get your friends in. Grab your dingoes. They won't eat your baby. I promise. Oh,
they want more jokes. We should.
If you want more bad Australian jokes from the Biggles, you definitely have to bring everybody you know in to follow, so we can help support the channel here. And
so, because we're in Australia, does that mean you don't want more jokes then? Because we're upside down.
Oh yeah. See,
I'm guessing I'm banned from making jokes as well now.
I like it. You're trying. That's right. Don't give up your J job. I certainly won't. Somebody's in the pit lane. Went off completely in the background.
I did see that. I get a replay. I think it's Bevan. Nope, that was not Bevan.
It was in the pit lane. Some reason it went straight in the pit lane. I saw that.
That was after the incident that happened with he exited the pits and then stopped, I believe. Yeah, just stopped. Unfortunate, Bevan.
Yeah, technical issue, or he
can have a
not
quick
like,
replay.
He did not
of
like my jokes, mate. I think that's what it was. He's like, no, that's it. I can't race anymore.
It's a protest joke.
Keep that up.
Bevan here. This is what happened to cause the incident. Very wise there to say
no, that's a connection or something, mate. It didn't even. There's not even an attempt. Look at the lights. I don't think the brake lights even shone.
I believe there was a.
No. Is that?
It could have been a brake failure, but it looks like Bevan made a smart choice to not take out anybody there and just try and cut across and hit anybody. That was a very wise choice.
He might not have had a choice, mate. His whole connection could have just like his whole wheel just could have completely just fallen off the desk at that point.
It looked like the brakes stopped working. Like it would be, because it was a very quick catch to try and stop it there.
Stephen, if you are out there, mate, let us know, please, in the chat. In the Twitch chat, that is. Don't chat in the Discord, because nobody else is going to understand what you're saying if they're not in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you need to be in the Discord. By the way, is there a Discord?
Yes, UK Sim Racing Discord. Okay. If you go see uksimracing.co.uk, you can join it from there.
You can see I'm
Besides currently under maintenance, but it is it's quite a lovely community. Everyone's quite friendly. Do what endurance races together. It's a fantastic race. Also, some brilliant races.
Yeah, I'm not allowed in there because I'm not from the UK, so problem. It's mandatory.
You could be adopted for the week if you'd like.
No, everybody can join. Just messing around. This close battle once again, Yomi. Yeah, Mari's dropped back a little bit out of this, but you've seen them drop back out of the second range, and they're back into it easily when you make a little bit of a mistake. So 14 minutes left of this race.
Yeah, so we're going to lap 17 here. We've got Yomi and Alex fighting for the win. Alex being challenged this time for the win. Usually he's made a little break for it. Everyone battles behind him, but this time round he's having to work for it, which we're going to see if he can handle the pressure this time round. Speaking of handling the pressure, how is James doing in 7th place currently?
He's about to handle the pressure of the casters, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I think she'd leave him alone for a little bit so he can focus. Because every time we kind of do focus on him, he's a little bit of a steak. Sorry, I'm just having hiccups at the moment. I thought I got bitten by a brown snake. I'm okay.
Shouldn't make us cast in the field, should they really? It's a bit unfair.
I can't wait until you put your when you're in the hotel room, mate. When you put your shoes on later on, when you go to head back into the airport to fly back, and you're gonna find a big redback spider there waiting to bite you. That's going to be fun.
You better hope we don't do a shoey out of that shoe, then, eh?
Yeah, that's why you drown the spiders. That's why you do shoeys in Australia, see, because you make sure you pour all the alcohol in the shoe. It kills all the vermins and things that can kill you, and then you drink the shoe. And they add a little bit of protein. Gives you, it's kind of like the worm, isn't it, in a tequila bottle? That's what it is.
So when Ricardo did a shoey in Monza, then, would you care to explain that one?
Well, he had his shoe since Australia in the luggage, mate. So he wasn't 100% sure what was in there. You always got to double check, mate. No, something jumps out of his suitcase into his shoe.
Oh, Joey's a bit wide there, out of shape. Good save there from Joey though.
Absolutely. He got excited thinking about a shoe. If you can win this race, mate. So he's like, oh, he's foaming at the mouth for some shoey time here in Australia. Oh, mate, you got to get that race win to get it done.
He's hoping he can win so he can get rid of the bugs in his shoes.
Yeah, well, you know what, mate? As a fellow caster, if you get interviewed them on the podium, you have to drink from the shoe as well. So, cheers.
Do you reckon we get James to drink from the shoe then? Either James will get Kersop. We'll get H-Sask and get Kershop to do a shoey, and then we'll get James to do a shoey as well. Get both to do it.
It's nothing like the sweaty shoe, mate. After a race, it's just the flavour. It's just amazing. It could be worse. It could be me doing bad Australian jokes.
Well, did you want more jokes? You want to try and throw some more in there?
Yeah. All right. Give me a minute.
Okay. Not going to stand up routine, are we? Not really looking at stand up routine at the moment.
Since I've been in Australia, so.
Have you got any Panama jokes you can share with us then?
No, I don't really, because you would never get them anyway, because they'll be in Spanish. And second of all, visited Panama, you understand the jokes. They're not very international with their comedy here. It's very localized. Whereas, you know, British comedy, American comedy, Australian comedy, it reaches to everybody around the world. You can at least understand it. Yeah.
Well,
The local Latin comedy is very regional.
you say Australian comedy. I think you more
a
just mean the
Panamanian
Australian.
comedy would not even relate to somebody in Spain. Somebody in Spain would be like going, what the what? We don't even understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
can't
if I
use
said
Google.
something
That's got a
about
point there.
it's like if I said something about a local business in Australia and you guys wouldn't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
You mean like
It's funny.
quadruple stars, or you mean
Yeah, Forex.
yeah, Forex. That's the one.
But yeah, well, I could say probably a pun about Forex, but yeah, you guys wouldn't get it. So no point.
You can't use Google to find your jokes. Also, you close Google down when you're looking for it now, please.
The
No.
what? Sorry.
You can't use Google to find your new jokes, so you have to think real hard about it and then
I will.
give us a joke. We want at
Yeah.
least 2 more jokes in the last 10 minutes.
They're there, mate. Don't worry about it.
You need to hit your comedy quota as the Australian.
Hey, yeah. That's why I don't give it up as a day job. I don't do it as a day job. It does not pay the bills, mate. Get more booze and I get cheers.
Maybe you can start paying them to make you not play then.
True. Hey, Melbourne has a great comedy festival, just like the Canadian Comedy Festival. So I'll tell you what, there is no joking right now between these two drivers. This is the Alex and Yomi.
Yomi is really going for the lead here.
Serious time.
Go on, but with Yomi and see how he manages to catch up on Alex going into the technical area.
The headlights starting to come on too now. You can jump this, mate. You played Wreckfest? It's like that wheel that loop-de-loop, the death loop, I think it's called. Yeah. Every time I see that, I feel like I'm on a Wreckfest going on the death loop. Great.
Could be worse.
Add that into the track, please, guys. So I'm going to put that into the suggestion book that's near the entrance of this track.
That's a good point there, Hitch. That's
Hashtag
everyone
more-
has kind of been in the same
definitely.
place. Apart from a couple of mistakes early on that costed. Like always start, unfortunately, going back for races, but Dave's having a brilliant time currently. As we do
It's
hear,
because they want more puns, mate.
they're going backwards to get more puns. Is that the theory you have here?
You stay no overtakes, really, until you get the puns. So they're like, come on, Biggles. We're going to sit back, relax, and do nothing. 8 minutes to go on this race.
I must have missed this part of the drivers' meeting.
It's because you're too busy down in the local pub drinking those Forex beers, mate. I told you to lay off. And out of your shoe, too. Whoa! Now it's bumping and grinding, mate. Welcome along to Rugby
that's
Australia in cars. This has got overtaken opportunities around here. Has to be.
Sounds like a Top Gear episode. So we do see here, Joey's really going for it.
Someone's going to get a
Taking
tackle,
some
mate.
Curbs. So we do see a lap marker up ahead as well. So we do see a 9th place Sean Clark is up ahead. Must be very terrified of what's coming his way.
Yeah, don't tell Sean there's cars coming up, so you can... Oh,
But
here
it
we
will
go.
be Wreckfest.
He got to exit out of here. Doesn't, has to lift off a little bit. Bit of a power slide coming out of the back there. AD car, we're looking at Alex. He scraped a wall too, so he's lost a mirror. No, his mirror's still attached. That's a damn fine, strong mirror on that car.
It's an Aussie mirror. You
Need
can
a
withstand
couple
the
of
heat, you
shopping-
can withstand the wall.
A couple of shopping carts slamming into that car, mate. You get down to the local grocery store. Oh, it's very dangerous, isn't it, when you're up on the inside there and then all of a sudden you're in a police maneuver and somebody's going around. This is where a back marker is going to come into play.
So we do see here Murray catching up as well to Alex, who's currently just blinked, which is always going to make the person behind terrified. We do see it within a second the top
He's
three.
using his blinkers, mate.
Is that James going into the
You know.
pits there? Just going into the pits.
Now, oh, he did
James
actually. You're
upset.
right. Sometimes it gets a bit tricky in this track because the pit lane entrance is so close that the game's trying to detect whether they're going to pits or not. But James definitely in there at the moment.
He's waving to his fans, I think, now. I think he's heard James being chanted the entire race, and now he's waving to the fans. I'm not going to tell him it's curse off, it'll break his heart. But we do see the front up battling very close here as well, going into the last couple of corners.
Yep. If you take the corner there, Yomi, instead of going straight over it, test chicanes are there for a purpose.
They always say the straight line's the best line.
Why don't you just go straight then over the grass? Don't even bother with the track.
One thing, Oran, James did do that in the first lap, so
Yeah.
it's the plan so far.
It's so hard to overtake on this track, mate. At first corner, realistically, should be the second corner here. Otherwise, it's just so difficult, really.
But if you're aware of the short version of this track, the west side, where you just, instead of doing the little kink in the turn 1, you do like a more 180-degree curved corner. That's very fun to do. When I was learning rookies, that was one of my... Oh, we do see him going for the pass.
Going
here.
for it. Oh, that's again.
Yomi has found the best place to pass here. Going into the bridge. Just really testing if the bridge can handle the 2 cars there, aren't we?
It's like Baku in the castle section. Can squeeze 3 cars through there if you want to try it. Oh, off into the grass. Look at that. Exit speed. Big trouble right now there from Murray. Come on, Muzza. You want an overtake, mate? Get it done now. I have no favourites, actually. I just like calling the names up.
You gave him the Aussie nickname, now you've got to use it. Quota.
Murray's a very Australian name, too. No, believe it or not. I think Murray's from the UK, but it's a very Australian name.
We
remember the famous caster, don't we? Mr. Murray Walker. Watching this race right now going, really, guys? I spent all my years of casting and commentating, and you're going to just let me down with your casting and commentating?
Aussie puns the entire time.
He's like, you're supposed to learn from me, guys. I'm like, I'm trying, mate, but my jokes just aren't cracking it up right now for this cracking racing. 1, 2, and 3. Great camera angles are going to the bridge.
You can really see the rust on the bridge there, isn't it? It's quite terrifying.
Yeah, you called it.
I'm hoping no one's pointed it out, because then that's going to make him very terrifying, that bridge.
I would be surprised it'd be that rusty, mate, because it's pretty far away from the ocean.
It's been in iRacing quite a long time now, maybe that's why.
True.
You know, the rust of the track starting to get set in. Any other Aussie tracks you want to see in iRacing?
Any what, sir?
Aussie tracks you want to see in iRacing?
Any traction?
Any tracks you want to see in iRacing? Like Australian tracks?
No, I don't know them all, mate.
Well, I know actually there is one.
I'll make one if you want. I'll just get a tractor out and backyard of one of my friend's properties there for a couple of acres that they have, and I'll just build you a track. It'll be dirt, but unless you guys want to sponsor, and we'll get some pavement.
We do see Dave Noonan made a mistake. That's where you see him spinning into the last turn, looks of it. We have replayed this now. So on board a chopper, the JVP chopper. It's going through the chicane. It's getting the throttle too early, possibly. Touches the grass on the inside and goes round.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Mate, that's what happens, isn't it, when you're in Australia? That's why they call Australia a dry country, because we don't have a king or queen to reign on it.
I hope you're happy, Edge. That's all I'm going to say for that one. But you do see the back market here. Sean must be absolutely terrible.
It's a bit like the bridge. It's a bit like that bridge construction, isn't it? In Australia, you want to hear a joke about it, of course. Well, it's too bad because they're still working on it. This is just another one. Here we go. Is he working on an overtake, perhaps, here on Alex? I mean, this is it. It's fully set it now. Turn 1. Got to make it stick on the brakes into turn 2, and that very much could be the job done that we've been waiting for.
You were saying passing wasn't easier on the track, but that was a brilliant easy pass there for Jeremy. He managed to get a great exit, get into turn 1 before even that happened. Which, you can't be faithful to turn 1 if you just pass before that. You got an A star for effort, which, I mean, are we giving out pity fights with Ashdas? You can condemn him for it. We allow you that. We allow that. If we can make jokes about James all day, we can take it when he makes terrible jokes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm speaking about, obviously in all serious now. It's like, all you British guys that are visiting Australia, when the customs agent, remember when the customs agent was asking you, like, do you have a criminal record? And you guys go, I don't think we needed a criminal record to visit Australia anymore, do we?
That one's okay. I'll let you have that one. You can have that one.
Come on.
That was a good one. We just did a
A
flag.
for effort, C for J. C minus? Oh, come on.
We used to have passed. You have passed at least. It's not a great pass, but you have passed.
You live in a convict colony. That's why they slap us down here, because you're so far. You're an island all by yourself. So unless you're good at swimming, which we are, but that's why we want some of the best swimmers in the Olympics, because we're trying to swim outside this island, mate. It's like, get out of here! And unfortunately, we couldn't quite make it, so we're stuck.
Trying to get to New Zealand in order to participate in rugby.
Yeah, we did. A couple of us made it over there, I think. That's why New Zealand have great athletes as well. They're the ex-Aussies that managed to swim their way across to New Zealand now.
I wanted to believe that because of that, the haka is a way to try and scare away the Australians trying to swim across.
Oh, you even said the haka is great. I would like to see that in motorsports, isn't it? When the drivers get outside their cars and before they get in the cars, as the 80 goes a little bit. Oh, he's going to keep it. He's power sliding. He did keep it. Good rally, mate.
I think the drift passes early on.
Carlos Sainz Sr. will be very happy about your rolling skills right now.
If you see Joey take the win here. With
checkered flag.
We did see Joey make the win. That was a fantastic pass there for Joey to take the win. Alex leading most of the race, but you just can't stop it sometimes. You have to let him battle. Murray Luca there in third place with a brilliant race as well. Unfortunate about the little mistake, but he kept it in there. Another couple of laps he would have had quite a good battle. James Kersok coming across there in fourth place, making H. Stas and Reserve Corps very happy, I assume, as he's done his mission today. Ollie Pimley coming across the line in fifth place. Dave Noonan pretty close by, if his mistake unfortunately, in sixth place. Darren Sharples is in seventh place, and James Parfitt is in eighth place with a pit stop we're not asking about after the race. Sean Clark currently in ninth place, and Bevan Thompson being the last finisher in 10th place, coming across the line shortly.
I'm stoked he finished. I'm stoked he got the car home. Exactly. But the other James guys, the quicker James, as you guys had called it out, they did finish in fourth. Didn't quite do anything about it, really. 21 seconds and change, but still 2 positions gained. But Yomi, mate, right towards the end, just did it just timed it perfectly, got it done, 3 positions gained, and gets the drink from the sweaty shoe that he's going to pull off his foot in a second.
He's going to have the one that's not got spiders on him. As we do run through the winners again here, we got Alex Williams. Where is Yomi Scott? Why is he in 6th place? Has he got a penalty? He might have got a slowdown in the last corner.
You might be right on that one, exactly, because he's not even in there. He's yeah, go ahead, the rest of the results.
Yeah, so you got a 45-second penalty, which is probably a matter of either having the off tracks or having a cut corner in the last. But he was slowing towards the end of the line, so I wonder if that was part of it. Alex
that
Williams,
means Mr. James will actually get that P3, guys.
Yeah, you got your P3. It wasn't next time, it was this time. Fantastic. As we do see here,
what time's the barbecue?
For it. Well, it's getting to sunset, so it has to be quite soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, fire it up.
As we do run through really quickly today, we have Alex Williams winning first place with Joey Scott, obviously 6th place with that mistake. As we see, Murray Luca has now got 2nd place. James Kersop winning the hearts and winning the minds in 3rd place. Ollie Pimley getting back in 4th place after his slight mistake of turn 1 and turn 2. As you see, Dave Noonan getting in 5th place. Unfortunately, Joey Scott there was a penalty, I have to assume. I'm not entirely sure. He got a 46-second penalty, so probably a drive-through. Darren Sharples in 7th place, James Parfitt in 8th place, 9th place we got Sean Clark, 10th place we got Bevan Thompson, Stephen Hilton unfortunately not finishing 11th place, and the same for Thomas Basak in 12th place.
Made up 14 seconds, bloody hell, yep. That's right, just a reserved corpse. Let's see if we get James in. He's in the waiting room, so I think James wants to have a quick chat to us before we get the barbecue fired up.
We'll have to go to James' channel because the way
can't come to us.
Hello, James. Just yeah, all right. We've witnessed you cutting grass.
Yep, that was me and Mr. Pimley going down into turn 1. I think I kind of lost my bottle, got a little bit distracted, and just put it on the grass. Yeah, man. So, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because somebody forgot to calculate the fuel properly and had to go into the pits.
Do you know who that was by any chance?
Yeah, it was me, mate. I siphoned it out of your tank earlier
Yeah.
because I was like, this is expensive, so.
Well, I did some running earlier on, and I got 10 laps, I think it was, on 2 gallons or something. And I was like, okay, so technically we're going to do about 30 laps, so I should put enough, about 4.3 in. And it wasn't enough, and I ran out. And I had a bit of a rough start as well. Me and Darren Sharples coming together. Not quite sure what happened. You know, so all in all, it was all right. You know, I was, what, 8th or something? So
Yeah, you started where you finished, in 8th place.
oh, well, there you go. My start weren't too bad, to be fair.
Yeah,
done me normal.
always scared everyone at the start by the looks of it. On the right side, he didn't start or was in the wrong gearbox of it.
Who was it?
It was Ollie, I believe.
Yeah, somebody didn't start, and I went flying past them, and then I think Darren come round the out. By what I looked on the replay, it looked like his car started sliding.
Can try and have a replay of that on the stream.
And he's corrected it and come into the. It looked like he come into the side. Whether or not that was, I didn't give him room. I don't know, but it was a bit tough on that first corner with.
I'm gonna try and have a
Apparently
replay of
he
this
forgot
now.
to take the handbrake off. We've all done that. So he's at the loud pedal, and the car's just not wanting to go forward.
Yeah,
It's not working, unfortunately.
but you know, look, all in all, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Wait, I have got it.
8th place, can't complain. As I say, I'm not quite sure what happened at the beginning. It looked like Darren may have got a slide on, or I've run wide and we've come together. It's a bit of a weird one.
Let's go and cop it with Darren and see if we have a look at that, because it seemed very strange from that camera angle.
Yeah, if you have a listen to his car, it kind of gets a little bit. Looks like it gets a little bit loose. But you know, look, it was what it was. I enjoyed it. So he kind of he slows down and then he kind of slides and then.
I think he might have touched the grass a little bit on the outside, actually.
I don't know. Somebody somewhere come and join me anyway. So he comes to the side of me and then he kind of. Do you see him slide and then have to correct to the
Yeah,
right?
I think he touched the grass by the looks of it, or maybe he had to just avoid the grass, which caused him to hit you.
Yeah.
Two going to one didn't really work there. How do you think about James Kersop, your fellow James, getting 3rd place?
The quicker James. Yeah.
Yeah, the quicker one of all of us. Well, I saw that. The thing is, I saw the leaders coming, and the time was coming down, and I had a slow exit out the last corner, and I was just like, well, I'm going to pull over because I'm not going to chance trying to get involved with them guys. So I just pulled over and let them through. I think it was Murray, Alex, and Yomi at the front. But James Kersop, good, well, fair play to him. I know there's some Kersop fans in chat, so well done to him. You know, it was good driving from everybody. But you know, I don't think there was any other incidents, not that I saw anyway.
Do you know what happened there with Ollie, mate, from losing that with that penalty?
I don't know anything
And
about
if
it.
you want a little bit of good news, apart from my very bad puns that I had, my jokes, of course, is that, mate, I think we might be on the absolute edge, if not on the 900 following mark. And that means, and I do believe you promised us, right? If you got 900 followers this evening, you will pull the shoe off from your foot and drink from it right now on camera.
No, I don't believe that was true. I think that was another league that you were thinking of that said I would play the piano, but that was not this one.
Oh, but I'll just make this one up. You have to do it now.
No,
if the chat agrees.
Mate, I can't. I drive with no shoes on. So,
Okay.
But all in all, look, it was a good race. It was fun. You know, I just drove around for most of it after my pit stop on my own. I was chasing down Ollie and Dave, and then me and Ollie decided it'd be a good idea to try and go side by side, and I just couldn't control the car, hit the grass, and, well, you know. iRacing grass is like ice, so...
No, I know, mate. You're my new lawn mowing service down in Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
James
so,
Parfitt lawn mowing.
But then when you try and... The problem is when you try and go so close like we were, I wasn't sure if he was going to take the line inside or if he backed out, and I didn't want to turn in because I didn't want to take us both out. And I thought, well, I'm not making this, so try and hold it straight and slow it down when you possibly can. So that was it.
Hard to overtake here as well. Very hard.
Yeah, exactly. I was up behind Dave, and then I got the gap down to about 1.5. And then I was like, okay, we're coming in. And then I made a mistake. And yeah, it was all gravy. But look, it was a good race. Congrats to everybody that won. You know.
One more thing before we round off here with your interview. Going into Momo Corner in the first few laps, turn 9, how terrified was you with the sun blinding you going into the corner?
Do you know what you say about that? It wasn't actually too bad. I could actually see, okay, I never really got blinded by it. So there was really not much of it come low enough that would really affect me. I didn't get any blinded sun. I don't know if anybody else did, but
in the cockpit cam, it seemed very, very terrifying.
Blinded by the light.
No, it was all right.
Has your graphics turned up? But some drivers do turn them down to help them with a bit of an advantage. But I don't believe you do, right? Because you broadcast a lot.
Yeah, I don't do anything with them. But no, all in all, it looked okay. Maybe it might have been blinded others, but I didn't see it. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. It was a brilliant race. We saw the top 3 battle out there into the battle stages, and we saw Joey manage to take the win, and then unfortunately a penalty and get put back. We did see brilliant racing. Hopefully join us in the next 2 weeks when we go to. Let's quick confirm the track. I've forgotten what track it is. We go to Lime Rock Park. So it gets us to America. So we've had Knock Hill in Scotland. We got Oran Park in Australia, and then we got Lime Rock Park in America. So we have quite a bit of travelling to do between next couple of weeks.
Good frequent flyer miles, mate. Exactly. But you know, some of the teams have been complaining about the budget restraints that they have for all this travel, moving equipment around.
Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't all go missing in the Australian outback. Well, thank you all for being here, and we'll see you all next week. Next 2 weeks.